It is so great when we receive clear messages, and I mean crystal clear messages from our spirit guides, from our higher selves. It just, the feeling it fills us with is like confidence times a million. It's like we finally know exactly what we're supposed to do, and we know that we have the guidance supporting and the support along the way too. But what happens when it just stops? Because they're not always crystal clear messages. Welcome to the Radiant Sun. My name is Kendra. I'm a spiritual life coach, and I help my clients get through the blocks in their lives to get to their ultimate success. And today we're talking about what to do when the guidance seems to just come to a stop. Like, we've been getting crystal clear messages here and there for an extended period of time now, and now we're getting like down to the wire, and it's like it's totally gone. All those crystal clear messages that were coming through, whether it's from tarot readings or just events happening in our days that are clear indications of whether or not we should or shouldn't do something. What do we do? Some people, they sit and they wait patiently. They think maybe this is the time for me to just trust that they're going to take care of things, and I need to be patient and just wait. But what does waiting do? It does nothing. Like, literally nothing. There's no growth. You're just stagnant. We don't do anything. We don't grow. We don't try new things, make new mistakes, face new challenges. Like, we don't move. We don't do anything. And that's not what they're looking for. In order to keep receiving the guidance, we need to keep making moves. We need to keep doing something. So if we notice that they're kind of, they never really stop, so I guess quieting down, then that's when we know that, like, this isn't a time for us to quiet down. Even though sometimes it might be a little confusing and the unknown is scary, but just trusting that what they provided us with is sufficient enough to get us to the next stage in our journey. We just it has to be enough for us to go off of. So we need to take everything that we've learned and apply it to our day-to-day lives, make some serious changes, and really get the show on the road. The longer and longer we choose to wait, the more and more we're going to feel as though they've disappeared, vanished into thin air, leaving me stranded with no further guidance as to how to get out, when really we have the tools. It's not about knowing what to do, it's knowing how to do it. It's not having the resources, it's having the resourcefulness. It's knowing how to put all the pieces together. They give us a lot of support, a lot of guidance, a lot of knowledge, but they can't actually change our lives unless we allow them to, unless we apply everything that they've been telling us to our lives. So if you're doing what I was doing and you're sitting waiting for another sign to come along, this is your sign to stop looking for signs. Signs are amazing, but they're not always there. A lot of this is just you and your confidence in yourself, and knowing that whatever you're choosing to do next is totally okay. Because even if it doesn't quite suit you, you're gonna find out. And if you make a mistake, surprise, mistakes aren't really real. They're just new things for us to learn from that just end up bettering us as an individual. And then we know how to handle situations in the future, like, even better. Don't worry. Even if it feels like you don't know what to do, you still know what to do. And that's just to take action on one thing, whether it be the right thing or the wrong thing. If it's popping into your mind and you keep thinking about it but you're not sure, just try it. Give it a shot. It's not like we're exactly getting graded on these things anyways. Our journey is our journey. It's however we want it to look. So even if it doesn't look magnificent to somebody else, it doesn't matter. It's what makes you happy. And if you decide to do something and then something kind of crummy happens, you're not failing anything. You're not failing anyone. You're just learning as you go. That's how everyone kind of has to learn. And even in the eyes of the higher ups, we're not failing. We're doing our best. And that's really all they could ask for. So if you keep thinking that you're messing up on things, or that you're not doing things quite like how they intended you to do it. It's just everything kind of being made up in your head by your ego to put you down. It's not this huge life test, and like if you don't get this right, then that's it, you're done. It's not that at all. As long as you just keep doing your best, keep doing what you feel is right, even if the outcome isn't great. You're learning. I'm learning. We're all learning. We never stop learning, and that's what's beautiful about it. For the rest of our lives, we will never stop learning. Knowledge is endless. You could be watching my videos plus like 5 other people's videos today, and you could learn something different from every single one. There's always something to learn. You just have to have an open mind and a listening ear. And you know what I've seen a lot, mostly on TikTok, but I find that it's just common everywhere, not just on social media, but I've heard a lot of creators saying how for a long time they weren't doing anything. They wanted to post videos, but they felt weird posting videos. They felt like a weirdo, that like their close family and friends or small town people that they know, like they're gonna see them and they're gonna just start making fun of them or hating on them or thinking that they're embarrassing or weird, or I mean, you can imagine all of the thoughts coming into their minds, right? So they don't post anything. They don't, and when they do, it's not even who they are. If they're like this silly, goofy, outgoing person, but in all of their videos they're like serious and professional and well kept together, like that's not what they truly are. That's not them. That's somebody who they feel like they have to be in order to be able to post videos. Like it's just totally made up because of how we are choosing to feel about it. So if you're afraid to try something just because of how other people are going to view you, just know that it's all in your head. I mean, even if people do think poorly of you, what effect is that actually going to have on your life? If somebody 3 houses down from you that you don't actually know, you know their face and maybe their first name, but you don't actually know them, they see your video and they're like, oh wow, no thanks, like that's not great. No. You're not here to impress them. You're here because you live 3 houses down from them. That's just how the living situation ended up. That's out of your control. What is in your control is not giving your power away to somebody that you don't even know. And there are millions, billions of people that are probably a lot like you. I mean, look at these weird creators on TikTok, and I'm not saying weird in a bad way either. I'm weird and I love it. I think it's like the best thing that you could be, because you're just being authentic when you're weird, you know? Like, so all these like weirdos on TikTok, like posting just funny comedic content, half of it makes no sense whatsoever, but their following is insane. It blows up with comments every single day, thousands upon thousands of comments. And it's all people, or mostly all people, that resonate with them. Yes, there's the hate there, but if you look at all the love that you get in, it just totally weighs out the hate. And then they're like, oh wow, like this is the difference I'm actually making. Like people actually, like there are other people like me, maybe who are feeling this way. They feel like they can't be themselves, so they go on TikTok and they're watching other creators who are kind of like them, because it makes them feel safe in their own body of like, oh wow, yes, I can be that weird, it's okay, like I'm fine. But so like because of that fear, so many people don't just like Nike just do it. They just don't. They let the fear overcome them, and it's all the what ifs just come pouring into them, and they don't do it. And I noticed this a few years ago, but I guess I just never realized how common it is. Like how many people have been taught to like suppress themselves. Like when you're a kid growing up and you're loud and crazy and you're doing weird things, but I hear so many people saying like adults don't listen to kids. Like they just tell you like you're annoying, stop, like you don't do that. and they make you stop being who you are. So then your whole life you're growing up thinking that you can't be weird, you can't be outgoing, you can't do this or that because you shouldn't, because you were told not to. But it's not true at all. It doesn't matter if you're trying to learn a new instrument or if you're trying to learn gymnastics at 30 years old. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, it's your life. You do what makes you happy. And you're going to have the guidance there despite all of the hate that, or whatever your ego is making up, because really that's what it comes down to in the end. Whether the hate is there or not, you're going to end up feeling like it's there, and you're just going to end up spiraling. But if you just look at the guidance and then trust what's coming into your life through that, and just living your true authentic self, like, I forced myself to get past this fear. And of course it still comes up here and there, but forcing myself to get past the judgment of others. I am learning guitar, and I've kind of been slacking a little bit just because I do so much. Like, I have paint all over me. I've been painting a huge canvas. So yeah, I ended up recording myself playing the guitar and singing. And mind you, like, the video I posted a while back with me singing on my channel, like, that doesn't happen. I don't like doing that. And I knew that I wasn't the best guitar player. I mean, I'm still not the best, but I mean, I'm better now than what I was then. But I put it out on Facebook, and then my family kept sharing it, and like all these people were seeing it, and most of the people I knew, small towns, and like, oh my God, everyone's really watching me play and sing. Like, it was way more people than I ever thought would have had laid eyes on that video. But it helped get past that fear. And when I posted my first video on my YouTube channel, I put it on Facebook. And don't get me wrong, I really regretted that, because it was like super embarrassing, because it was the first time I was like really putting myself out there to my like friends and family, just letting them know, like, yes, like, I am living life on my spiritual path, and I'm being open about it. Like, I don't want the judgment to be holding me back from something that I am being called to do. Like, I can't do that. So hundreds of people saw that through my friends and family. So like, I'm sure a lot of them probably will never talk to me again, just because that's where I grew up. Like, you have the kids that believe in ghosts and stuff, but they're like the outcasts, and everyone else doesn't believe in that sort of thing, and it's just nonsense, and they go for more realistic things in life. So it probably really drew the line in the sand as to where I belong in the community. And I'm not saying that you have to go out and do something that you're new at and then post it everywhere to get over a fear. That's just something that helped me, and it helped prove that the people that don't like what I'm doing or didn't like my singing or something, like, I'm not actually going to end up hearing any of what they're thinking. Like, that's affecting them in their lives. It's not actually affecting me in my life. So I just choose not to focus on it. And even if they were hitting me up, like, putting me down about it, like, okay, well, that's how you feel, but I'm not going to let you affect how I feel about it, because I'm damn proud of myself for putting myself out there like that. Like, that took a lot of guts. So hate all you want, it's not going to change the fact that I'm proud of me, you know? So I don't know if any of you would find that helpful at all. It is a very difficult thing, putting yourself out there when you have no idea what to expect. But just know that your life is your life, and the unknown is there for you to freely create whatever you want. It's unknown because nothing's there. You haven't ventured there yet. So make it whatever you want it to be. Break free from something that you don't like and start up something new. You could start up something new over and over and over and over again if you end up not really liking it. Your life can look however you want it to look. You don't need the support of everybody around you. You don't need to be afraid of how they think. I mean, people think some pretty nasty things every day, but it never affects our life. We don't even know those people. Listen to the guidance that you're getting from your higher self, and don't be worried if that guidance just stops one day. It just means you have some work to do. And as you do that work, they will show you that they're still there. I promise you. So just have some trust, have some faith, keep moving forward, keep doing what makes you you and what you love. And I'll catch you in the next video. Peace out.